So the first thing I do is basically tell everybody a little bit about me. I'm pretty laid back. I know I've got one, two. Anybody else had me before? Oh my Lord, what are you doing here? You were supposed to drop out. Dang, no, he did. You took my college algebra lesson, right? College algebra? What'd you say? Was it probability? Okay, probability. Well, you still should say that. No, I'm just kidding. Anyway, let me go back and change that grade. All right. Most students hopefully will tell you that I am a little bit laid back. I do get moody sometimes, especially when the class is not meshing. I hate classes that don't mesh. And you know what I'm talking about? They don't have a personality. They just everybody sits there and just looks like this. And anyway, and it does affect the teacher when a class is like that. So y'all gonna have to converse and talk to each other. If you don't, it's gonna be miserable. I'm just kidding. So I am pretty laid back. Um, you can find out a lot about me as well as your other teachers through Facebook.com. Facebook. Where did that come from? RateMyProfessor.com. Um, and I do entice you and encourage you to go on there and look up your other teachers as well as some of the teachers you've had in the past and rate them anonymously. So, because I think it's very helpful for a student to know who they're having for a teacher. Now, there's three things I can't stand to do. One is hear myself on video or audio. Two is see myself on video. And three is to read evaluations of myself. So I have no idea what they say, don't want to know. Um, I don't want to hear anything about it. But I can guarantee you one thing, you're not gonna see any of those down there where I'm disrespectful, not polite or impolite, not fair, and obnoxious. You're not gonna see those on there. If you do, I'll be very surprised because that's not the way I am. That's not the way I'm wired. Um, I mean, I can be obnoxious if that button is pushed, but you know, usually you have to draw first blood on that. I don't usually go out and say, well, I really don't like Miss Ford, so I'm just going to be obnoxious to her today. I don't do that. Um, the first 2 days of class will be basically going over classroom logistics as well as MyLabs Plus. I do that for a reason. That way I don't see a lot of people, I don't have a lot of people coming up to me after the first week going, well, how do I do this? Why do I do this? How do I do this? You know, I spend 2 days. First day I spend on classroom logistics. The second day I spend on MyLabs Plus. Um, so we're going to spend today, I'm going to go over the handouts that I'm going to be sending you tonight or tomorrow or whenever I send them. Okay? Don't go hammy on me. You'll get them eventually. Oh yeah, I don't like hammy. I don't like hammy students. Some of you have no idea what I'm talking about with hammy. You ever seen Over the Hedge? Okay. I'm supposed to, that's all I heard. This means yes, this means no. Okay, you don't know who Hammy is? We'll go through what Hammy is. So everybody will know who Hammy is. Yeah. Why is he a crazy squirrel? Huh? No, because he's just all over the place. You don't know what he's doing. I mean, let's just put him up so everybody knows. I wonder if there's a video of him. We'll look at the video. Hammy the squirrel. I don't know how to spell Hammy, but Hammy the squirrel. There's Hammy. Okay, that was good. All right, y'all see the way that... All right, that's how some students act, all right? What do I mean? All right. Some of y'all were going to ask me today, when's first 50? When's first 50? When's the homework due? When's the homework due? I haven't even cracked the book open. That's y'all. Please don't do that. All right? Oh. Anyway, I don't like hammies. If you have some kind of condition, OCD condition or something, you might want to drink a shot or two before you come into class because I ain't going to put up with it. Or NyQuil. Take some NyQuil or something because I'm not that way. All right? Now, let me get you, first of all, because somebody out there is going, I ain't going to like him. Well, there's a thing called drop food. Okay? Drop. If you're OCD, if you're hammy, then stay at home or drop. When you can stay at home, I'll tell you how to do that and you still pass the class. Okay? We'll talk about that later. But anyway, make sure you're not hammy. I pulled up all that. Good. Don't worry about that. You can find out a lot about me on Rate My Professor. I've got 3 former students in here. Okay? Anybody else besides these 3? All right? I'm going to ask them right now. One word to describe my class. It's not confident. Don't you sabotage. Miss Boyd. Laid back. Fun. Good. I didn't pay them, okay? I didn't know they were going to be in here until just now. All right? I'm very confident in my class. All right? It's worked for 20-something years. And if it ain't broke, don't fix it. And I've had administrators try to fix me, and I refuse to be fixed. Okay? Because the way that I teach works. All right? I will start sending handouts out today. So just mark out number 4. All right? Because you can read them and print them and put in your notebook, but we're not going to go over them the first day of class because half of you don't check your email about every other week. So that's why we'll check it after today. I do not use Blackboard. 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 That's 5 times I told you I do not use Blackboard. So don't be coming up to me or emailing me and said, I couldn't find your assignments on Blackboard. Will you get a reply? No. I do not repeat myself. I do not like to repeat myself. So if you think it's important to write down, you might want to write it down. That's why I send this out. Okay? All of my homework and all of my tests are done on My Labs Plus. So if you need to worry about anything, you need to worry about getting registered on My Labs Plus. Okay? I don't use Blackboard. That's 6 times. Now, I will tell you this. The best way to get registered onto My Labs Plus is to go through Blackboard. It's not down. To go through Blackboard. There's a bridge link or a hyperlink somewhere on Blackboard. I don't know where it is on that. All right. I think it's on the left-hand side. Miss Boyd, you know? Okay. Somewhere on Blackboard, there's a link to My Labs Plus. Hit it. Go there. Register. After you register, I will give you, or a couple of days from now, I'll tell you what the web page is to get there. I mean, the website is to get there, and you won't have to go through Blackboard because Blackboard is down now. Okay? So I will show you how to do that. But I need you to get registered. There's 3 things I want you to do between now and Thursday. 1 is to get all your supplies. We'll talk about supplies. 2 is to get registered onto My Labs Plus. And 3, we'll talk about that. And 3 is to read chapters 1 and 2. We'll talk about that. Past videos of my classes are on YouTube. You can go onto YouTube. I gave you a hyperlink. I don't know if it goes exactly where I wanted you to. Let me see. No, it didn't. The blue shirt, that's where you need to click on. Why not the green shirt? Well, the green shirt is virtual walk cycle. I'll show you. Instead of me in front of the class, it has me doing problems in my office. Can't stand to hear myself talk. And you can go through here and see how doing the process. Okay? Now I will do this. If you call me up or text me and say, Hubert, can you do number 25 on virtual office hours? Then I'll do it. You know, you're BFE, you know, and you don't have time to come up here, I can do it. Most of the time you can find them on this page or you can find it on video. Because I do it, you know, by homework section. So your videos in class will cover problems that are in your homework. So most of the time you can get it from the video. So if you wonder the difference between you want to know the difference between the green shirt and blue shirt, this is it. That's the difference. Okay? The blue shirt is classic. And hit playlist right here. And let's say you wanted to look at last semester's 120 class. That's this class right here. I'm sorry, 103 class. I get 120 and 103 mixed up. You'll see why in just a minute. There's the Monday, Wednesday, first day of class. And you'll see that, look what I'm going over, the handout. Just like I did, just like I'm going to do today. Okay? So even if you miss a day, you might can find it either in this semester's videos or you can find it in the last semester's videos or the semester before that. So I don't want anybody to come here and tell me, oh, well, I know you went over 3.2, but I wasn't here. I don't think that's it's not valid. Okay? And now now that I can capture instead of video, see, that's the video. The difference between the video and the capture, hold on. Okay, you can't see through muddy water, all right? I'm in the video. That's the video camera. All right, it's not working today because I left my SDI cards on. I thought they were in the little containers, and they wasn't. So, but the difference is the video capture is just showing this cursor here. I'm not in the video. So when I load the video capture, I will call you know so. When I load the video capture, it'll say first day BC video capture, and then it'll say first day video. Now I'm not going to load a video today because I don't have an SDI card. All right, so the only video that you'll have today will be the screen capture or voice capture, screen capture. Yes, screen capture. Okay, and I could show you. Hold on a minute. I'll show you one of those. Didn't have them last semester because I'm not going there. But anyway, it has a lot to do with the installation of the Epsons and not enough training. So that's all I'm going to say. So I'm going to go to playlist and pull up a couple of semesters ago, maybe 120. Not here, maybe. Screen capture. Here's one right here. And see, here's the screen capture. What's the difference? Well, the difference is you don't see me drawing. That's the difference. And you'll just gnaw through the videos, but you'll hear me. Here we go.
Midpoint.
There you go. You heard me, okay? And I go through everything, except I'm not in the video. I personally I would rather do the screen capture. Why? Because there's nothing there to distract you, and the screen captures take up less files to upload. For the video, it takes up probably for one class it takes 3 parts to the video. With the screen capture, it's only 1 part. So that's why I like to do, and that's why I was so adamant last semester. Ms. Boris can tell you, I was very adamant trying to get the software put back on here that I could do the screen capture. Because I'm the only one on campus, Easley campus, Anderson campus, or Pendleton campus that actually does this. I don't think anybody else does it. Okay? I've only been doing it for 2 years. And we're actually mentioning this the other day. We were at a meeting, department meeting, and said, we could actually use this to video our classes. Oh. Anyway, so that's how you can pull up the video. And the reason I do the videos is some of you have days that you're not able to show up. And if you're not able to show up, all you got to do is go pull up the video for that day. Okay? Any questions there? All right. That's that. I pretty much cover all your what? Excuses. I cover all of them. You ever meet anybody that failed my class? Step away very slowly. Because either you're going to get lazy rubbed on you or stupid rubbed on you. And I'm sorry. If that offends anybody, I'm sorry. Not really. I mean, honestly, if you meet somebody that fails my course, just failed like with a 3, and they say, golly, I couldn't stand him, I failed. What'd you make in class? I made a 30. Then you need to say to yourself, something's wrong. Because I give students all chances to pass. All chances. Okay? And my 3 students in here will tell you that. I don't know what they made, can't remember. Hope they didn't fail. But if they did, they're not going to tell you they failed. But anyway, you should not fail my class. Okay? My cell number, right here. Oh my God. The teacher is giving me his cell number? Y'all, I got a cell phone. I use it. There it is. Got a cover on it and everything. I'm not one of these teachers that goes, nobody use their cell phone while their cell phone's in their back pocket. Okay? This thing will go off just like yours will go off. I got it on silent today. But Miss Boris, does my cell phone go off sometimes? Yes. And do I have a heart attack when your cell phone goes off? No. Because it's a part of life. Okay? Now, one of the things I send out is this one right here. Yeah. Do I not have the document stuff already up? There it is. Class courtesy. I'm just going to venture off here for a second. I had the heat turned on when I came in. I'm sorry. Look at there. Number 2. It says I have a cell phone, but I try not to answer it in class. I try to follow Hubert's rule. I sometimes, like you, forget that my cell phone ringer is on. If this happens, I will apologize and cut it off. If I receive a call from my mom, sister, wife, or father, good gosh, that's old. I'm not married. And my father passed away, so there's only 3 people I will receive a call from in class. That is my mother, my daughter, and my son. So how do you know? Well, my son goes to MacLeaf, so I know MacLeaf's number is in my phone, and his phone number is in my phone. My son, yes, he's 9 years old, he's got a phone. There's a reason, okay? It's not because I said, oh, I got to go buy him a phone. There's a reason. All right? My daughter has a cell phone, and she's at Westside. She's a senior at Westside, so I know that number. It comes up. And my mother, bless her heart, she's like Granny Clancy. She's very, very wild, okay? But she don't listen to my schedule. So I can tell her, Mama, I'm in class from 9 o'clock to 12 o'clock. She'll call me at 10 o'clock. Are you busy? She doesn't register, so anyway. What do I do if I get one of those calls? Do I sit here and carry on a conversation in front of y'all? No. I go out in the hallway. The hallway is a great area, okay? Whenever you need to answer a phone, whenever you need to answer a text, whenever you need to go out and vent, you can go in the hallway. There's one semester, I have to tell y'all this, one semester, we had to come security. This woman was having a fight on her cell phone with her boyfriend, and she was lighting up the whole, colorful language. She was lighting up the whole hallway. And one of the teachers, not me, I didn't call security, but one of the teachers called security, and they had to come up to escort her out in the parking lot and let her finish her conversation in the parking lot. It was all, I can tell you everything it was about. It was about furniture and a dog. Okay? Something about furniture that the guy had just bought or something, and the dog and the furniture were it, and she wouldn't have any more of it, and she was leaving. So anyway, the hallway can be very dangerous for life, or it can be very helpful to you. So use the hallway. Now, Hubert, my phone goes off. Are you going to have a spaz attack? No, I'm not. My phone goes off. It happens. All right? Please, if you think I'm one of those teachers that's going to go into cardio infarction because your buzzer goes off or your vibrate feature goes off or your cell phone goes off, I'm not one of those teachers. But that doesn't mean you can sit there and play trivia crap, on which I play a good deal of. Trivia crap, don't play it while you're in my class. That's rude. Why is it rude? Miss McCullough, right? McCall, I'm sorry. McCollum. I got some friends that are McCullough. Sorry, McCollum. Let's say Miss McCollum comes up to me after class and let's say it's a problem on chapter 3 that's got several parts to it. And she did it 5,000 times for homework and couldn't get it right. And she comes up here after class, and while she's sitting here talking to me about doing the problem, I'm texting. What is that? Say it. It's rude. Rude. I can't say it unless I'm rude. Rude. It is. Well, what's the difference in her talking to me and me texting, and me talking to y'all and you texting? What's the difference? And I'll fire a warning shot the first time. I'll say, didn't I tell y'all about texting in class? That means there's some DA in here texting after I told them not to. Okay, that's what that means. And everybody's going to look around. Everybody's going to try to find out who it is. The second time I'll embarrass you and say, do you have issues or what? Do you need medication or do you need something to help you comprehend what I said? Because at that point, you are not only being disrespectful, but you're insulting my intelligence. And then the third time, I would ask you to leave. I think that's fair enough. After 3 warning shots, I think that's fair enough. And then we're going to have to discuss it before you come back in class. Okay? Just like if you came up to me 3 times, I know right now, I can tell from some of y'all, there's three students in here right now that I can tell if I was talking to them, if they were talking to me and I texted 3 times, if they came up to me and I texted 3 times when they asked me 3 different questions, they would have done recorded me. I can tell there's several of y'all in here that would do that. Why? Because 1, you're non-traditional students, 2, you want to learn something, and 3, you don't want to put up with it. Why should I put up with it if you don't put up with it? Okay? So that's a little bit about that one. We'll get back to that one in just a minute. I want to get back to here. Why do I give you my cell phone? Because I live by this cell phone. I don't mean that in a bad way. When I'm on the farm, on a tractor, I can answer my emails through text on my cell phone. I can answer my text through text. It's like I'm always in contact with my job. And I've always been that way. I was one of the first, I'm probably the first and only teacher that gives people their cell phone. Okay? I don't mind doing that. And I did that back when cell phones we were still using the star pack. Okay? I was that way. I forwarded my emails to my cell phone when that was first available. I've always been a tech geek. Okay? I don't mind it. I don't mind it. Now, I don't care about hearing about the 5 dead grandmothers and 5 flat tires. I don't care nothing about hearing that. All right? But if you have a very big emergency, let's say that you work at Michelin, okay? I don't know where y'all work, but you work at Michelin, and the supervisor called and changed shifts on you, and you're going to miss next week because you've been put on third shift because the supervisor on third shift came in drunk 3 times and there's no supervisor because he got fired and you're the supervisor and you have to be there for 1 week till they get somebody in there. That's an emergency. You need to let me know because you're not going to be here for a week. See what I'm saying? That's an emergency. An emergency is a cat dying. That's not an emergency. I love cats. I hate dogs. Period. I hate them. I don't run over them or shoot them or anything. Just don't like them. They stink. They're nasty. They jump on you when you don't, and they bark all the time. I don't like them. Okay, sorry. That's my prerogative. You like lasagna and hate pizza. Okay, that's your prerogative. I don't like cat. I don't like dogs. Okay, period. I'd love to have a tiger. I'd love to have a tiger for a cat, but can't have one. But anyway, I had a friend who had one back in the 80s, and he had to get rid of it because like almost killed somebody. But anyway, he's kind of crazy anyway. He rode around in the back of the Jeep, the little tiger in the back of his Jeep. Some of y'all probably know him, but we're not going there either. So if you need me, you can holler at me. I'll show you some other ways to contact me, but that's pretty much it. That's my cell number. Most of you will text me and say, you got an emergency or whatever. We'll talk about attendance and all that in just a minute. I want everybody to be on My Labs Plus ASAP. That's one of your priorities. I'll be sending that info out. We'll talk about it here in a few minutes. I do not care what kind of book you use. I do not care if you use a book. Everybody has a book that's on My Labs Plus. If you want to print it out by section, you can print it out by section. You don't even have to buy a book. Let's say you want to share a book. I don't care. What you bring to class is whatever you want. I don't care. Period. Okay? I have a 9-year-old. This doesn't apply to y'all because y'all are not 8 o'clock class. Unfortunately, y'all are stuck with me pretty much on time because I have an 8 o'clock class. So y'all not going to be. That's where the 2 8 o'clock classes I have. I have him every other week. So there will be days that he comes in here when we don't have holidays and the school has holidays. He'll come in here and learn mathematics. My number 1 rule, right here, treat students the way they want to be treated. That's it. It's kind of like the golden rule. I have been in teaching for 20 years. You know how many people I've thrown out of my class for being disrespectful? In 20 years. One guy, bless his heart, I believe he had some kind of syndrome or something. He was just socially awkward. I mean, he was not trench coat Columbine socially awkward. He was just socially awkward. He would laugh like 15 seconds after you told a joke. I mean, just weird, strange. And he just disrupted class so much that I had to ask him to leave. I mean, we told a joke one day and he just wouldn't stop. He just wouldn't stop laughing. I mean, weird. And I just asked him to leave. That's one. Second guy, he had some issues with his self-esteem. He had a girlfriend in classes, and the girlfriend, I've told y'all this story. The girlfriend asked a question one day about how to do something, and he said, "Oh, you don't need to do it his way. You do it this way." And I kind of just got miffed at him because how dare he tell somebody what to do in my class? Who is this guy? So I asked him to leave. Well, he got up and told his girlfriend, "Come on, we leaving." And the girlfriend said, "I'm not going anywhere." And boy, that caused a real big scene. I had to call security on that. That was intense. He had issues. He had that, compensation issues. Anyway, to make a long story short, his girlfriend later finished at Tri-County. She finished at Clemson, and now she is, She was one of the interns. She's an intern for Jeff Duncan, who is one of our representatives in Washington. And she is doing very well. What's that? Tell them we don't want none. Must be a Spanish person going to Spanish. We speak in Spanish class. Anyway, she's doing real well, and she's on my Facebook. We talk about that all the time. And she said, "Oh my God, that guy was so weird." And the third was a girl with a Somali, and this was only like 3 semesters ago, and she just had issues with. I think she just had issues with being told not to play on her computer. I don't know. She's had issues with being told to be still. And she's the one when one of my students told me that somebody was bashing me on Facebook, or not Facebook, on Rate My Professor. I said, "You ain't got to tell me that." I said, "I know exactly who it is." And they said, "Oh, she went on there and said stuff about the way you made everybody go eat lunch with you." I said, "I never made anybody go eat lunch with me." I said, "I've said the class can go eat lunch, Dutch, you know." So anyway, 3 people in 20 years. I'm very proud of that because of that right there. If you ever meet somebody that's failed, I told you that. But if you ever meet somebody that say, "Yeah, I was in his class and he was obnoxious," well, basically that's a sign around that person's neck. It says, "I was obnoxious in his class." Because you draw first blood. I do not instigate any of those with you unless you draw first blood. And I'm not going to sit here and take a bunch of crap from students. I'm not. Okay? If the hammies, know-it-alls, and socially awkward people can propel their issues or stay at home, we will have a great class. Most of the time, my classes are very comfortable. Very comfortable. How many classes do you have in here? You had 103. Okay. We're all three of them. You had Jonathan in one of them, didn't you? Okay. We had a student. This is how I work. We had a student in one of my classes. Miss Bullock was in there, and it made the class uncomfortable, didn't it? But we did the best we could, did we not? Okay. But one person. It only takes one person to make the class uncomfortable. And when it makes the class uncomfortable, it really makes the class uncomfortable. Okay, so if you're socially awkward, take a shot before you come to class of NyQuil or whatever, vodka or whatever your wine, Pinot Noir, peanut of the night. Have y'all seen that commercial? I love that commercial. I don't know what is when someone tries to act like they know their wine. Pinot Noir, peanut of the night. That is so funny. I'm sorry. But anyway, drink a glass of wine before you come to class, whatever the case may be. Just don't come in here and make the class uncomfortable. Please don't. You should start seeing handouts and syllabi after today. Now, what will you see? Well, the first thing you're going to see is I'm trying to find it. Well, I sent this one out. I sent that out to you the other day when I sent the email out. This is a locator card. The reason it's called a locator card is because it used to be done before computers. It used to be done on index cards. That's why it's called a locator card. And they never have dropped the locator card. It's just locator card. I don't know why they don't call it a locator sheet or they call it a locator card. So this is so you can find me when I'm not in class. Okay? The other made her mad. Please don't ask me where you're going to be. You don't need to ask me that. Right here, it tells you. Now, I'm going to tell you something. 115, I'm going to hang around here a little bit, but I got a lot of animals to feed on the farm, so I'm going to be gone probably after 2 o'clock. I'm going to tell you that right now. So if you need to get me, you need to get me, right after this class, 115, you need to tell me you need to come by. I don't have many office hours because I teach during class. And I give online tests and online homework, so I don't have to. Even though the powers to be are trying to screw that up, I still find ways to give online tests. Okay? So that's my office hours. Something else that you will see is the handout that says, let me go ahead and pull that up. I don't know why it's not on here. Unless it's the blackboard. Blackboard. I hate when it's like, dang it. You want to pull it back? Oh, I do need to pull y'all up because I changed y'all schedule. I'm gonna wait a few minutes for this to come up. While that's pulling up, I'll go down here and pull up something else. One of the things that you need to be aware of when I send you these is this page right here. This is called Things You'll Be Graded On. Here's this much. Things I'll be graded on. This is one of the most important pages that I'm sending you. Why is it important? Because it answers a lot of questions that you're going to ask at the beginning of the semester and at the end of the semester. Homework online is started when I start teaching the material. Okay, again, that's for some of you handies that are going to start asking, when's homework due? And I haven't even started teaching yet. Because I'll look at you like you're a nut. Pardon the pun. But homework deadlines will be posted when we get toward the end of the unit. For example, the reason I had to put this is made up is I actually had a student that I put, for example, and I didn't put this is made up, and they came back the next day and said, I cannot find in the syllabus where we go to chapter 8. Okay? I actually had to do that. Maybe I should have put chapter 4, and that would have really caused confusion. All right? For example, this is made up. If we are on Unit 1, and it refers to Unit 1, it's in the same sentence, and it covers 8.1 through 8.8. When we get to 8.7, then that's when students need to start worrying about a test, start and ending date for a test, and a deadline for the homework. Okay? Now, I've got 3 people in here that's had me before. Did y'all ever have to worry about a deadline? Okay, hammies. If there's any hammies in here, we got 3 people right here that said they never had to worry about it because I would always announce, well, didn't I just make the test up in class? I made the test up, we'd go through it, I'd post it, and then I'd set the date and the time that it was due, and then I'd go around and I'd set the date for it to be due on the homework. I would do that in class. Okay? So it's not like you're in the dark the whole semester. You can print out the homework and do it on your own. Some people like to do conventional paper and pencil homework. And that's fine. The way that you do that, and I'll show you this Wednesday, is you go to the homework, you click on print, and then it'll ask you to print this assignment or print this problem. You hit print this assignment, and it'll print all of that section homework. You go home and do it, you type in the answers, and then you're done with that section of homework. Most people do it as they're looking on the screen. They'll write the problem down and do it. Uh, it's your choice which way you want to do it. Okay? Online test. I will give you 2 chances to take the test. Force Compass will take the higher of the 2 grades. This is no joke. I have students every semester write me an email. I made 100 on the first test. Do I need to take the second test? Do I reply? Nope. Why do I not reply? Thank you. She's not a former student, and she realizes that's a stupid question. Why is it a stupid question? Well, what are you going to make on the second test if you don't take it? Anybody want to tell me? A 0. Okay, you got 100 and you got a 0. What did I just tell you right here? Force Compass will what? Take the higher of the 2 grades. 100, 0. Force Compass is going to take the 100. What if I made a 92 on the first test and I want to make 100 on the second one? And by all means, take the second one. If you make 100 on the second one, it'll take the 100 over the 92. I will give you 7 to 10 days to take the test. Why do I give you 7 to 10 days? 5 dead grandmothers, 5 flat tires. Some of y'all have 30-day funerals. Okay? Or 3-day funerals. Sorry, not 30 days. 3-day funerals. So that's in there for the 3-day funeral. You take the test on your time. Multiple choice and open answer. You can review and print out the test after you have taken it. 60% of your grade will be right here. 4-unit test. You average those up, add them up, divide it by 4, and multiply it by 0.6. 20% will come from your homework, and 20% will come from final exam. Keep this in your notebook for the semester. Is that same every load? Really? It's still loading? Y'all see why I don't use Blackboard? I tried to pull that up this morning and I couldn't pull it up this morning. Now you see why I don't use Blackboard. Alright, next. A little bit about me. Now a lot of people say, well, oh, he's conceited. No. Y'all said judgmental. The reason I did this a long time ago was back a long time ago when I first started teaching. One of my goals was to keep the environment, the classroom environment comfortable. And one of the things I would do is I would hand out index cards and I would write 5 things on the board and I'd say, I would say, where do you work? What high school did you go to? What do you want to go into? What's your favorite color? Just 5 or 6 arbitrary questions I would ask students to fill out. And then I would mix up the cards and I would pass them out and then we would read them and try to figure out who it was we were reading about. That's one of the things I would do the first day of class. Why don't I still do it? Because students screwed it up. Well, what do I do? Everything would be written on the board. What does that mean? I just got tired of answering stupid questions, so I quit doing it. But I would do it here. I would just write this down and put it on the board because my whole purpose of doing this little project or what do you call it? Experiment. Okay, whatever. The experiment was to show that everybody has something what? In common. I guarantee you I have something in common with everybody in here. Just one thing. My favorite color is yellow. I guarantee somebody in here likes the color yellow. You may not be your favorite color, but you like the color. Alright? I love lasagna. Okay? Somebody in here might like lasagna. I graduated from Westside. Somebody in here graduated from Westside. I was born December 6th. Somebody could be, I'm divorced. Somebody may be divorced. there are things that you have in common, and that's one thing I used to do for students is I used to pass this out, and then I would do the same because there's nothing more hypocritical than having the students write about themselves, and then the teacher goes, "Oh well, that's nice. Y'all don't know my name. See ya." That's very hypocritical. So I would do this, and I just kept on doing it because it had all my contact information where? Up here. But I also think it's important for students to realize that, you know, not all teachers, graduated college at 12 years old and got their master's at 17 and started teaching when they were 18. All right? Not me. I mean, it took me 9 years, 4 years to get a 2-year degree and 9 years to get a 4-year degree. Now, I was in a war between there, so that kind of expanded things out a little bit. But the whole point is, I guarantee you I've got something in common with everybody in here, just listed somewhere on here. Never know. How many in here went to Westside? See? 2 or 3 of y'all got in common. How many in here are divorced? See? Got something in common. I can name, I know somebody. Anybody in here like the color yellow? See? Oops. Anybody in here born in December? Okay, there you go. See, we got something in common. I love to do this. I think it's so fun to do it, and I love to do it in classes, but that's just screwed up, so I quit doing it. Anyway, I don't know why that's highlighted. Oh yeah, I was going to be a civil engineer. My dad wanted me to be a civil engineer. I love my dad to death, but I didn't want to be a civil engineer. I went into those classrooms. I was a first semester junior in civil engineering before I quit major. Talk about depressing. Be a fixing to be a second semester junior and say, okay, I'll just start everything over. But luckily, all my math that I had taken, but why did I switch? Well, I got tired of walking into classrooms and going, me being the social butterfly that I am, going, good morning, how's everybody going? That's what I got back. I mean, introvert. I was in a world of introverts, and I couldn't stand it. And that's one of the things, and I started working in the health lab over in, what's the biology? I can't ever remember. Long Hall, the biology lab, where the biology right behind the Psych Hall. And I was working in there helping some students with math, and that's when I found out that I needed to be in math. I would sit 3 or 4 hours in that health lab helping students with math, and I couldn't stand being an hour in civil engineering, an hour in a classroom. So sometimes it helps to find a niche before you get out there and spend 10 years doing something you hate. I was just lucky that I didn't. Anyway, that's why I put that in there. Because I didn't start out as a math teacher. So anyway, if you want to get in touch with me, that's the best way to get in touch with me, my cell phone. You either call me or text me, that's fine. The second best way to get in touch with me is my email. Whichever email you want to get in contact with. Either way. Okay? That's that. Anybody like the Andy Griffith Show? I am an Andy Griffith fanatic. I have Andy Griffith trivia games, trivia books. I've got every episode. I know every episode, backwards and forwards. I love Andy Griffith. Anyway, I'll shut up now. All right, let's pull up another. The second most important is class courtesy. That's one we were talking about one day. I've already talked about cell phones. I've already talked about Hubert's number 1 rule. This is not an online class. Now, this is where I talk about office hours. I don't have many office hours. In fact, if you ask any of my students, Miss Bohr, did you ever need office hours? I'm not conceited, but I remember how it feels to be a math student in a math classroom, not knowing what the teacher's talking about. And as long as I never lose that, feeling, I think I will always be a decent teacher. Okay? I'm not being conceited, I'm just stating the fact. I have had teachers that couldn't tell their students how to go home. Okay? They could not give directions for their students to go to their own house. You can live right beside a television studio, television station. And if you don't have an antenna on your house, you can't get a TV show. A teacher should have all the mathematics credentials in the world. If they can't tell you how to get out of the wet paper sack, you're not going to learn anything. Unless you're going to take it by yourself. And if you're going to take it by yourself, why are you paying school to teach you? So I have a philosophy there. I am here to teach. I am here to get in there with you and get down and figure out why you can't understand the problem that you can understand. I'm not here to do paperwork. I'm not here to babysit. I'm not here to shuffle papers around with 15 tests and 15 quizzes, and I'm not doing that. Because if you take the 4-unit test that I do, I got to give you the test. You have to take an hour to take it. The rest of the class is shot. Might as well let you go home. Then you come back. I give you the test back, and if I'm worth anything, what are we going to do with the test after I give it back to you? I'm going to go over it. 4 times 2 is 8. That's 8 days I could be what? Teaching. Then I go through and I check your homework and make sure that you copied all the right answers in the back of the book. 15 minutes, 15 minutes. Take 15 minutes to go around, check, check, check. 15 times, let's say I check it once a week, that's 15 times 4, 15, I think it comes out to be about 2 or 3 days, 2 or 3 meetings. That's 11 days that I could be what? Teaching. 8 days test, 3 days homework checking. That's 11 days that I could be what? Teaching. If I take those 11 days and I teach instead of doing paper shuffle, what does that leave you with office hours? Do you need them? No. It works. I have been doing this for 16 years. It works. Even though some people want me to change, it works. So it's not an online class, but I use the online part of it and use your time efficiently to where all that I do in here is teach. Is it cold in here, y'all? I'm sorry. I'm going to go check the thermostat. I see 3 people getting like this tonight. Somebody's talking. Oh my. Sorry. Somebody put it on the cooler. I didn't do it. When I came in here, it was in the halfway spot. I'm so sorry. Just push the button. Attendance policy. Attendance. Well, Hubert, you said a while ago that I could stay home if I was one of those people you don't like. Yeah, you can. All you got to do is walk across the threshold. Walk across the threshold and say, Hubert, write down James Smith. I write it down up here. Usually I don't have a pen or a pencil because I don't write. I write on here. So usually you have to write it down. Come up here, put your name in on a sheet of paper, and I will count you here when I go over the attendance. You can take your merry old way home, and if you're one of those know-it-alls that invented mathematics, you can discover your potential while you're home, okay? If you're one of those socially awkward people, then you need to take a glass of wine, drink it before you come to class, kind of settle that down, as well as the annual. Okay, so what if you don't know what if you know the material? What if you took math? What if you took probability and statistics with me, and then you took it in high school, and you know chapters 1 and 2, which if that thing ever pulls up, I'm going to show you how I'm going to preach it, but I don't think it ever will. Then you stay at home. Well, Hubert, if I miss 2 days, you're going to drop me. That's paperwork. I don't like paperwork. Am I going to drop you? You got an A in the class. You've done everything at home. Think I'm going to drop you? No, I'm not going to drop you. Now, I will say that you've been absent, but if you've got an A in the class, you can do the material. I do not like paperwork. So if dropping you entails paperwork, I'm not going to drop you. Now, what if you make zeros on everything? Am I going to drop you? No, we'll give you that. You know, Robin Peters, you got to pay the piper, okay? You're not going to get all zeros and not get dropped and not have a consequence. Okay? So that takes care of the attendance policy. I'm very lenient. I do take attendance every day because I get these little nasty emails from the bureaucrats over there. Says you need to take attendance. You haven't taken attendance in 2 weeks. Okay? And I really don't like those emails because the bureaucrats and they don't need a job, they need to go away. But I don't like to hear from them. So I take attendance every day. My class is based on the following ideas. Students work, you pass. Lazy, you don't pass. What's the ant and the parable of the ant and the grasshopper? You don't know, do you? Your parents. It's your parents' fault. Huh? The ant works. The ant puts away food for the winter. The grasshoppers party city, you know. And then winter comes around. The ant sitting in his little hole, you know, iced tea and hot chocolate and popcorn, and grasshoppers outside freezing to death. Okay, why? You work, you have the luxury. You don't work, you don't have the luxury. Despite what everybody wants to try, I'm sorry, entitlements and all this other bull crap, you work, you make money. You don't work, you don't make money. It's simple as that. You work, you make a good grade. You don't work, you fail. Period. Simple as that. I'm very political. Don't get me started on that. There ain't no grade redistribution in here. Okay? If Miss Forth has an A and Miss McCollum has an F, we're not going to take 10 points off of Miss Forth and give it to Miss McCollum because she's lazy. And okay? I'm not going to do that. And I don't believe in that. Period. I'm sorry. A little bit of it. I got to take my medication. All right. What do I do when I generalize? When I say y'all? Y'all is a word that means everybody that I've taught in the last 20 years. Okay? It's very general. I don't sit at home and say, well, I'm going to put on this time. I do good to keep up with y'all's names, much less your personalities and whether I like you or not. Sorry. Subject line on email, don't worry about that. That's back when people used to write, back when they didn't know how to use email. We used to have a teacher up here, a bunch of teachers. They'd write your whole email in the subject line. Okay, that's wrong. Hubert's typical class. I asked y'all 3. You said laid back, you said fun, and you said good. Usually I get positive feedback. I very rarely get, you suck. I very rarely get that. That's a good thing, I hope. What irritates me? It used to be the deadhead. You ever met a deadhead? One of those people that walk around with a cell phone and they ask you what time it is? Or ask you what day it is? You ever had somebody I actually had somebody last semester walk up to me in this hallway and ask me what time it was. Do you happen to have the time? Nope. You might want to check your cell phone you got in the back pocket. I'm sorry. I just think if you are a college student, I think you ought to know what time it is. All right. But they used to be the deadheads, but now the deadheads have been taken over by the know-it-alls. Some of y'all might know a know-it-all. But a lot of them have come out of high school the last 2 or 3 years. The high schools in South Carolina must have gotten really better than the test scores have shown for the last 3 years. Because we are getting so many people at Tri-County Tech that invented mathematics and psychology. You ever see them in the classroom? They actually answer and correct the teacher, and most of the time when they answer or correct the teacher, you find out that they're wrong. There's a lot of them. I don't like them. Stay at home if you're one of those people. How do you know if you're one of those people? If people go into the women's restroom or the men's restroom because they see you walking down the hallway, you might be one of those people. If the teacher don't like you in past classes, you might be one of those people. Okay, we've got questions so far. Let's see if my Math 103 is coming up yet. Where was it? That would be a no. There, it's still running. Let's see if I can pull it up again. I don't know if I'm going to be able to or not. I want to pull it up because I need to tell you something important. I don't know what this is going to look like. Oh gosh, take that long to pull it up. There's only one page I want y'all to have. Okay. Well, maybe 15 minutes from now it'll pull up. But when I send you the syllabus, it's going to be one page. It's the back page, and we're going to be changing it. In fact, I'll change it for you. I do Unit 1, I do Unit 3 and Unit 4 first. A lot of people say, well, how can you do Unit 3 and Unit 4 first? Well, if you had 120 with me, the first unit and the second unit in Math 120 is chapter 3 and 4, Unit 3 and 4 in this unit. And a lot of you can take 120 with this class, and you'll be taking the same unit, so that way, you know, and no, you don't need anything before you need Unit 3. I do Unit 2 last. No, Unit 2 is Unit 3. As you notice, this is from Blackboard. It's still pulling up. And then I do Unit 1 last. Unit 1 is the least needed in this class, in this course. So when you get yours, I'm going to try to fix it before I send it to you, but if it's working like this, then I don't know what I'll send you. But we're going to do Unit 3 first, Unit 4, then Unit 2, and then if we have any time, it'll be Unit 1. But I'll send you that syllabus as it pulls up. I'm not going to tell you about it. I'm just going to say you will see it in the future. Okay, what about supplies and stuff like that? Well, this is what you need to be doing for me as far as, oh yeah, don't pack up early. Okay, that bothers me. It's just rude, and I'll say it's rude. Unless I'm running late, hopefully Mr. Bork will keep me on time and say, Hubert, you need to shut up. Time's up. Usually I try to finish like a few minutes early. I try to watch like I know it's 10 minutes still. I don't need you to zip your bag 5 or 6 times. I don't need you doing all that. That's just rude. But supplies. The 3 things that you need to be doing today or this week. 1, you need to get on to Blackboard if it ain't down. Get on it and get the link to go to MyLabs Plus. Get on MyLabs Plus and get registered. Now, in order to register, you have to have a what? Access code. The access code comes with the book. You can buy it in the bookstore or you can buy it online. You decide how you want to do that. I don't care. Okay? Get registered. That's your number 1 goal right now is I want everybody in here registered on MyLabs Plus before y'all come in here Wednesday. I don't want to hear all this story. You got grace periods and everything. So don't sit here and say, my aunt's dog died and the will and I ain't got no money and all this. I don't want to hear it because you got a 20, is it 14 or 21 days? Anybody know? I think it's a 14 or 21 day grace period that you can go ahead and get registered and start doing homework. Now, I don't want you doing any homework, but I don't want to hear all that other crap. I don't want to hear it. All right? 2, I need you to go ahead and get all your supplies. What do you need? Well, notebook and pencil is all you need in here. What about a TI? Well, TI 83 or 84. If you want to get it on your phone, you can go to, if you have a Droid, I don't know about the iPhone people, y'all are up here, us Droids are down here on Lord's welfare. It's free. You go to Wabbit, WABBITEMU, and you can download the TI 83 or 84 on your cell phone. That way you don't have to carry it around. You just carry it around your cell phone. iPhone, I have no clue. They used to do Wabbit EMU, but they quit doing it about 2 semesters ago, and I don't know, you have to pay for it for the iPhone. But y'all can afford it because y'all got all this money. All right? Anything else you want to get is up to you. I really don't care what you bring to class. I really don't like for you to bring your laptops and stuff because then we'll get into the problem like I got in with the girl that I had to throw out. She didn't like to be told what she could do, so I threw her out. It all started because of a laptop. Okay? Now, what do I teach? I teach by hand. I teach you how to do things by hand. I teach you how to do things on the calculator. I also present with Excel. Notice I did not say teach Excel. I present with Excel. The reason I present with it is it's a whole lot easier for me to put a problem, calculations with Excel on this little bit of a board than it is for me writing because I write big. So I do it for organization and presentation. If you are an Excel person and you like Excel, then you jump on it and run with it. But if you're bass-ackwards with Excel and don't even know what I'm talking about, doesn't mean that you have to learn it. I just use it as a tool to present and organize. Okay? Everybody got that? All right. Who's got questions for me? I went over everything so well that y'all don't have any questions. I usually do them out of my head. So if you want me to save it, I'll save it for you and send it to you in an email. But most of the time I just do it out of my head and put it on the board and it's up there, but I'll save it if you want me to. Yes, ma'am. No, you cannot eat or drink in here. You can't even have water. You won't fail if you have water in here. You bring whatever you want to in here. Just don't be bringing nothing in here in case everybody's hungry, like biscuits. If you're going to bring biscuits, now I have been known to buy biscuits for my class. Okay? Y'all are a morning class. Y'all might get pizza. I don't know. Y'all depends on it. Y'all don't fit, huh? Huh? Okay, well I'll try to remember that, okay? But usually if if I'm drunk and hungover and haven't had anything to eat, I usually buy it for the class or whatever. I'm kidding. We're living, oh yeah, and one other thing. I am to the classroom as Donald Trump is to political correctness, okay? I don't care about this political correct bullcrap, okay? I'm sorry. I'm sorry. And if I try to give you I don't know what you call it, but I go on with foolishness, and if you don't like that, then you need to take Muhammad Kabati and go with 300 pages of math a day and be monotonous, and you will be very happy. Okay? You do that. It's called drop. Okay? Any other questions? Bring whatever you want. All right, y'all get out of here. Have a good day, and I will see y'all when? Wednesday. Glad y'all got to meet me. sir? Marshall, Dr. Marshall. You had him. Huh? Oh, Mr. Marshall. Okay, let me, oh, yeah, I'm sorry. I thought you were talking about teachers. Hold on. Let me pull you up.